Very sure. I mean, the finding and then.
Realize.
Well,
I'm still waiting to get on.
Oh, that one. Yeah, the YouTube. Yeah.
Of course.
I'm still waiting for the host to let me in.
Okay.
Is that you?
That is me, let me see.
I don't know.
Are you asking to be let in? Yeah, so just.
Yeah. Other teachers.
Man, come on, bring it out.
They can see us. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Gene, you have no audio.
We apologize for this delay, a little technical delay, but we want to start our February 13th planning board meeting, which we can officially say it started set. I want to get a motion to open the planning board meeting for February the 13th, 2023. Okay, and second, all approved?
Aye.
All in favor, right now? Okay, about 6:13 p.m. So we're gonna get a roll call. Is Linda there? Let's see. Linda can, oh, it's not Linda. Okay, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, go on.
Maybe she stepped away from the.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Susan.
Susan Minovich Foster.
Oh, here's
Say it.
Linda. See her on
Susan
there.
Minovich
What you
Foster.
done now?
On there.
Linda, can we get a roll call?
Yes. Chairman Joyner,
Okay. Here,
Mr. Martin,
Present.
Mr. Shetzky,
Present.
Miss C. Can't pronounce it. That's you. Pasasco, okay. Ms. Foster,
Here.
Ms. Young,
Miss who?
Bettina.
Dr. Young, yes, I'm here.
Sorry, doctor.
That's okay.
And,
Give you.
and Mr. Foreman.
he's absent today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all are here. Okay. The first order of business, I just want to say, we have a error on our, agenda. Unfortunately, it says February 13th, which is today, but it has 2023 instead of 2024. We'll get that corrected. And we want, and also, our January agenda, both January agendas and today's agenda is saying 2023. So, I know Linda will get that corrected for us. Okay, so I just want to make that correction, okay? All right, so now can I get a motion to open up the public hearing for 612 Hudson Avenue?
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the applicants did ask to have this carried over till March, but is there any public comment for 612 Hudson Avenue?
No, doesn't feel good.
Okay, can I get a motion to continue the public hearing for 612 Hudson Avenue until March? March, what is the date for the meeting for March?
The 12th.
The 12th, okay, for March 12th, 2024.
I make a motion that, you carry over till March 12th, what is it, the
Continue. Mhm. That's Bettina. Can I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Let's go to 735 Columbia Street. Is there any, do I have to open it up and then close it in?
Sure.
Oh, I get a motion to open 735 Columbia Street.
I make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any public comments for 735 Columbia Street? No, the applicant's not here. They all. Okay, nobody's on there? Nobody random? Anybody? Okay. Okay, can I get a motion to continue 735 Columbia Street until March? Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Can I have a motion to open 601 Union Street, public hearing?
Motion to open 601 Union Street. Second.
The applicant's not here. They all asked to be continued to March. Any public comments on 601 Union Street?
Just the beer seven.
Okay, can I get a motion to continue 601 Union Street until March 12th?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that ends public hearing. We have no new business and we have no old business. But we do have other business, which is planning board business, okay? I want to open that up. Okay, the first. Okay, thank you. The first thing we want to do is. Okay, we want to approve the bill. Okay, we're gonna, start with this. Let's approve the bills first, get that out of the way. Okay. Jean has, ready for the bills. Most of our, okay, the bills are submitted on invoices and city vouchers. And the bills that we are approving now are basically coming from our attorneys and consultants to be paid by escrow, because they actually assist us in, assist us in the information we need to make the decisions on the different applications, okay?
And how do you decide, I mean, we can discuss this
No,
another time.
discuss it here, that's why.
How do you decide what portion of the escrow from each, like, how do you,
The attorneys submit what
Okay.
they've done,
okay, gotcha.
right?
They do the
They
big
do,
line
right.
item,
They
that's
know,
great,
right.
that's great,
They
okay.
know how much
Gotcha.
time they've given to this application and that
Ah,
application, and they submit that to us. And we approve the services rendered, and then that bill, as a matter of fact, Tracy answered my question, and I think I sent it to you two at the end of the day. That bill is that, we approve it at the, planning board meeting, we approve it for payment, and then it goes, back to the clerk's office for, to be submitted to the common council, okay?
Okay.
So can I get a motion to pay the bills, which is the invoices from our consultants?
I,
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, bills are done. Okay, did everyone get a chance to approve the minutes for January 2024? Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the January minutes for 2024?
Yes, so,
Yeah, I read them. I thought they were great. There is a question I have, but I'll send it to them myself.
motion to approve.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Committee report, do you have anything? Not yet. Anybody on the committee that they want to talk to us about? Okay. All right. Okay, no, we're gonna do that last. I sent everyone some information about training. Does anyone on the board have any information, any questions about it? It's online training that you can select. Victoria is gonna give us a course, and Craig is not back from his vacation. But as soon as he gets back, I'm gonna ask him if he can come and speak to us, just to give you all an idea of, what does he do? I know you can read it, but sometimes you read it and somebody tells you it's almost like being taught, right? And
Can we do another one like we did over in Catskill?
where did we find that from? Where did we get that
I'm
information?
not sure how we got notified, but I think they have annual training sessions, so.
You know, I saw the woman's card. When we talked about that the last meeting, and I remember taking a card from them.
Mhm.
When I go home tonight, I'm gonna look for it. Again, I must have put it someplace.
If not, we can call that office, the one in Carroll. And they can
Right.
tell us when the next one is scheduled.
Would you guys like to go on site to training? We went to a 3-hour course. It was very interesting. Well, yeah, I was there, all of us.
Yeah.
You were there too?
No,
She
I
would
would
Oh, okay.
go in person.
I really enjoyed that, but I went to one at Columbia Green University too, but I like the one in Catskill.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep us posted on dates.
I'll keep you posted.
There's different locations depending on what you're looking for. And then there's online training also.
I did that online.
So- You just,
You did? How many hours?
1.5.
Okay, so, send me an email. Did you get a certificate or you just did the training?
No, I have the certificate.
Okay, send me
I'll send
a
you that, so
copy,
you-
right?
Yeah.
Send it to, CC Linda on it,
Okay,
and that Linda Finoff, that's the planning board secretary, okay?
Yeah.
And that, you got 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
You only have, what, 2.5 to go?
you can always get,
Wonderful.
you always get more, but the minimum is
I'll
four.
do that too. I just-
The minimum is 4. You can get as much training as you
They
need.
suggest other ones in it, can we just do?
You can do all
There's
of that.
nothing that you guys specifically, okay,
Well, the
I mean,
overview of, you know.
that's
of
what this one was,
yeah.
yeah.
I think we should start with that one.
I think we also should have the zoning board and the historic board do a presentation, so that we
Okay,
can,
let me write that down.
you know, their criteria.
Okay, let me write that down for a second, I ask them. Zoning,
Historic
Craig.
historic preservation.
Well, he's gotta give us.
do, a president.
Well, that's-
Is Victoria on? No,
Let's see.
because I'll ask her if that will qualify for training.
Oh, I don't share.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
we'll ask you.
Okay, anything else under training?
No.
Okay. Okay, so we'll move on now to, now we're gonna move on to proposed planning board procedures for 2024 and escrow. We're gonna do escrow because we have a subcommittee, which consists of Jean, the chair, Dr. Young, and, Susan. Okay, Jean, go ahead.
Okay, I recently sent out emails to everybody regarding escrow accounts for different municipalities. So we as a committee will get together somewhere, sometime, and do a work session and come up with a policy for Hudson Planning Board. I researched, Linda researched a while ago, got different municipalities, which was in your email, but I also brought hard copies of those emails with me. So, because if you're like me, I'm hands-on, and if you do those, well, I do both. So we'll, get together, come up with a date and time, just, we'll talk after the meeting and, come up with a date and time for the work meeting.
Well, can we do this, like go over this, paragraph, no, I don't go over. Just go over some of these changes on, like, this proposed, escrow procedure that was done in 2020. A couple things,
Well, I'd rather, I haven't even looked at it.
okay, so.
I haven't
yeah,
even looked at it,
Okay.
so if we could look at it ourselves and then come up with a meeting date and hash it all out.
Okay.
And you put in how many comments today? Yeah.
For the whole paragraph.
Oh, yeah, okay,
And I got.
all afternoon.
I need to get a life, at least
So, yeah.
the Monday and Tuesday before the Monday and the Tuesday hours before planning board, I need to get a life.
So after the meeting,
Yeah,
we'll
figure out
come up
a time.
with a date and time. Firehouse offered a room for us if we need it. And then I'm gonna check with the library as well, see if they have a room available to us
For what purpose?
for the committee meeting.
Yeah.
It's a lot better to be in a huddle than
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
online. At least I think so. So,
I think this would be ideal just because of the parking.
what's that?
It would be ideal to be here because of the
Oh,
parking.
the parking, yeah.
more challenging now with the library.
And, don't even talk about parking in Hudson. Okay, so that's it for escrow for now, until we set down a meeting.
Okay,
All
all
right?
right, okay, thank you, Jean.
And you should have gotten all of her emails today and yesterday regarding the escrow and the fees.
Yeah.
You should have gotten emails, and- but a half a day is time enough for us to review it.
Okay. Okay, so, we'll talk about, did everybody get the, planning board procedure proposal for 2024, which consists of the application submission agenda? Now, what I'm asking here is that this information, we sit down, figure out, okay, how can I start? When I first came on this planning board in 2019, and up until about 2022, I believe, or 21, every application went to the planning board, to the code enforcers, Craig's. And Craig at that time would determine if it went to the planning board or not. Okay? And that had to be, it got to be intensive. Because the applications were coming in, you've seen all the projects we've approved. And they were coming in without enough time for us to look at them, to see if the stuff is needed. And then, we brought on attorneys and consultants, and this stuff needed time for us to, because if the application was submitted incorrectly, we would get to them ahead of time and say, look, you gotta do this, do that before we even. So that has changed where the applicant must go and submit their application to the planning board itself. And what we're trying to do is work out what procedures, because I've got people asking, well, who is this application?
What didn't work with it going to Craig?
Well, in the code, it never said it was supposed to.
Okay.
It's supposed to
but I
come
mean,
to us
what-
within 15 days of our meeting.
Aside from that, what issues arose?
Us not getting the 15 days to review the application
Oh.
before our meeting.
Okay, so the time clock started when it was turned in,
To
Not-
Craig.
yeah, that
Not to
doesn't make
us,
sense.
exactly.
And there's no way to prevent that, because, yeah.
Yeah.
The
That
clock
was,
starts.
that was the major issue, that we were getting it, not without getting enough time to review it.
This way, we just have to spit it back. If it's not correct, or if there are errors. that
If it's something we
go back.
need, we have time to ask the applicant to give it to us prior to the
Okay.
meeting or to correct it,
Okay,
or if it's totally incorrect, then we have the time to notify
and
them.
so how much time do we have right now once something is submitted?
15 days.
And who, do we review it in meeting, or does somebody pre-review it?
Well, this is the procedure in which we're going to try and figure out what's best for us as a 7-member board. Because before it used to come to Craig, and Craig would make sure we got it, and all of us got copies. So we have to sit down and figure out, how do we want this to be? Prior to you guys coming on, we had to come up with, everything should be submitted digitally. That's what's happening now. They come in with their hard copies, but we also want it to be submitted
Right,
in the computer, so we can see it, file it, do everything we can.
and does it make any sense for somebody in the legal office and in the engineer's office to review it, not necessarily, like a paralegal or somebody, because a lot of these issues will probably be technical in the submissions, right?
Could be, yes.
You mean the submission of the.
When somebody submits their application, it seems, and I'm gonna be quiet because I got.
No,
lots to learn.
please.
But
I'm
it seems
sorry
like
if I'm-
it seems like there are gonna be a lot of technical issues which are either legally addressed or engineeringly addressed or code enforcement addressed. And it just seems like so how's that gonna happen?
All right.
Well, what we do is, during the course of their public hearings, then we have our consultants go over it.
Right.
And if issues arise out of that, that are specific, that we have an engineer who can review them, and they'll look at it from a legal
Maybe that
perspective.
window needs to be a little bigger.
Well, what happens, okay, we take it
But,
off.
but that's after we bring it in. If we bring it in,
Okay.
that's during the public meeting process.
Okay,
And we do have an agenda meeting, session every month. So we hope that those applications are usually in, if they're coming in, they have to give us the 15 days. They come to me and I immediately send them out to everybody, when we haven't gotten any.
right,
I'll send them out to each board member and the attorney. Every application is reviewed by the attorney.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
that
great.
wasn't necessarily the point because Craig was doing it. But now every application is reviewed by the planning board attorney.
The advantage of, if I may,
Mhm,
the
yeah.
advantage of having Craig Hay, code enforcement officer or building inspector. He got the application, he reviewed it, and on the spot, he could tell whether or not
Right.
it's a good application.
yeah, no,
But he was doing the planning board a favor.
It looks like you really don't remember it.
And then he got overwhelmed with his work, his office. So then.
and so if there are code enforcement issues or building permit issues, then the attorney or us
Yeah, the
will refer
attorney
to
or
him.
Ryan.
When
Ryan-
needed.
Yeah.
Yes, as we go along through the
Yeah.
process.
Yeah,
Because these applications don't take a day, they could take months and.
no, I understand, they're very complex,
Depending on.
and
the
there's
style of
lots
the
of
process.
things between the lines.
And there is, and our attorney, Vicky, and consultant Ryan, they've been fabulous. I mean, Teresa sends them out to their office, they review it,
That's not very bad.
and they come on and tell us what we need to do.
Good, thank you. 101, planning board.
All right, so that's what we're doing, and I sent did anyone, did you get a chance to read this? If not, we can do it next month, because I wanted to go by, what questions do you have?
I just have one that kind of precedes this. Is there anything based on your experiences or talking through the applications that, as far as the application goes, that should be being asked that isn't being asked that would help the process? Is there anything missing in the application that you feel like, oh, we should have asked this up front? Like, is there an update needed or updates?
Well, as time goes along and we're reviewing the application amongst ourselves and with the
Right,
two
but I
consultants.
just wonder from a
Well,
efficiency
I asked
standpoint.
last meeting that the owners, not the presenters, the owners have to be cited, and we should know, who the owners of these properties
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Because are they, the city has had issues with chains. There's lots of things, and we wanna know if it's an LLC or
Yeah.
if it's,
Well,
what kind of
On
entity.
the application itself, it identifies the owner and it identifies the representative.
Okay,
And like you say, a lot of them just come with the representative.
right,
The attorney or the representative
right.
from the corporation or whatever. But yes, they're identified on the application.
Since you guys are new, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna send you the PDF of the application, so you guys can look at it.
Okay,
And I know,
No, I mean, I looked through them, that's why I was wondering, when I looked through them and I was remembering reading through the minutes, I was like, oh, I wonder if we ask this up front,
If you
would
go.
help with some of
Mhm.
the, since we only meet once a month, it seems like if there's
Well,
some sort of delay.
And if you have a question, don't wait to the meeting. Send an email to Teresa
yeah.
and Teresa will get it
Right.
out, get it out to the applicants.
Randall, I found a way to get everything that you can actually put it on our page.
Okay, it is.
It's not on our page, it's on the city website, but
Yeah.
not on the planning board. Cause I had to look for the fees. No, as a matter of fact, I got the fees from Tracy today. I didn't even see those. The approved
How'd they
fees,
get
and
to
it
you?
has everybody's fees, so I was thinking that maybe if we could put that under the
No.
planning board, make it easier for
Now, if you
everybody.
go to, no, it is there in a weird place, if you go in the planning board,
Uh-huh.
right? Go down below our names, below the email addresses,
Oh, let me see.
then it says documents, it's the first document.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that, well, it was all,
But I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna send this to us.
everybody wanna take a look today to see what it is?
But that's a good point, we should review it, and then based on, when was the last time it was updated?
What?
The planning board application.
since I've been here.
Yeah.
So that's a year or two ago.
Yeah, so maybe we should look at it and see.
In fact, one of the emails I sent out is application checklist. It's in
That's
the,
great.
it's in the emails. I got that from whatever municipality. It's in.
No, that was helpful to see the different,
Cause then when I saw, all along I've been thinking about it, makes our job that much easier, and lo and behold, I found one. We could edit it to our satisfaction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see it, planning board application. So it is that's there. Okay, now if we can put down, should we put the fees? I think I sent it, did you get that copy? I sent you a copy of the fees that I got
You
today.
did, you
But
did.
they're for
Thank you.
everything. You're the tech person, so.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll make sure now.
Yeah. And another thing that was brought up, with Gene is that now where does those fees go? It should go into our budget, right?
That, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
And then that's how jobs said government works.
Okay. Now, if you can look at the planet, go on the planning board site, look at the applicant, well, if you can. Okay, it says applicant and owner, and I did have a chance to speak with Craig today. He's still on vacation, so I didn't want to bring him up in this meeting until he comes back. But okay, you see applicant and then you see owner if different. So that means if the applicant is the owner, we don't need the owner.
right,
And then underneath it says this applicant is not the owner must complete the following.
okay, great,
But the thing is, if the applicant is not the owner, we still need, so we need that information because we still don't know the owners.
right,
Because they're just saying, I give that person.
right. Yeah.
Now, I've seen on the applications where the applicant, you have the owner, you have an applicant. But when it says, I give permission, it's not the same name as the applicant.
Right,
Did someone answer that?
it's probably,
A
a
person within,
legal, somebody who, the word escapes me, power of attorney,
Yeah,
but we want the owners, we need the owner, the actual owner of the property, not the power of attorney, not the applicant alone.
okay, so we'll get that. Anything else on this application that you see that you want to like? Like the, some of them that are typed out are nice, but the ones that are written out are really
can't read it.
pretty rough to read. And then it says,
Maybe
tax,
we can have a fill them out online.
That's what we're working on.
okay,
Make it-
Randall and Ben is in charge of a
I
committee for
hate all
that.
this online stuff, but some
Trying,
it makes
yeah.
it easier. I'm learning, slowly, trying.
Now, see the tax map parcel number, those things Craig was checking and knowing, but now the consultant will do that. Make sure that they match up,
Right,
like they say, okay, we're gonna do a site plan on this parcel, but if they have the tax map and information wrong,
right,
and we're approving
and then we
that.
don't see the liens and the
Right,
right of ways and.
so that's, where we need the assistance. Okay. And a lot of times, a lot of the stuff is not even filled out, so we will now be looking into some of this stuff.
Well, you can spit it back, right?
Right, they're incomplete with a lot of information.
And then that gives us another 14
month.
days till then,
Another 30 days.
Yeah.
That's the next meeting.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only way people learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Glad that wasn't being done when we had a whole bunch of stuff coming in, because that stuff would have still been not, we wouldn't have been finished with that. Okay, so that sounds good. Okay, so application submission, we understand about the 15 days, and those 15 days does include weekends and holidays. But Victoria had came up with a diagram. She was supposed to send it to me, but I didn't get it. So when she does again, I'll send it to everybody. And it tells the applicants not only the day that they're supposed to submit it, but the time. It has a cutoff time.
Okay,
Because
not midnight,
right, so, because if you don't want somebody, okay, if the 15th fall on a Monday, you don't want them submitting it at 11:59.
right,
Okay, so it gives a cutoff time for the different submissions of the applications we want to do. Uh, so with the minutes, we had asked Michael, and we're gonna ask you, Randall, if we can, post the link to the YouTube on our page as soon as it comes out.
We
Until,
can do that, yeah.
right, until the written minutes are actually,
Well, this is live today. We're live right now.
yes, okay,
But
so.
you can also post a link, but if they didn't see it live.
So after the meeting, what we're asking is that, because, the city has, maybe one secretary for several different boards, and that person is taking minutes for everybody. So in order for us to comply with the open meeting law without anybody charging us with this and that, we're gonna post the, YouTube, the link to the video where the minutes are. And when the minutes come in, they are gonna be immediately posted to the planning board site as a draft. And then when we approve them, they go back in and take the draft out, okay? And everybody knows what draft is. And then we said resolutions, all resolutions are made by the attorneys.
It's in, we approve that, the city code files.
Right.
So,
Okay,
try Susan.
Susan,
Yeah.
Susan,
So, can you just write down your email? Cause it's not over here.
I'm gonna send it to you, Randall.
Okay, you have mine?
Copy and paste it.
Okay, cool, thank you.
And the emails and phone numbers are for us. I don't know, stuff, the phone numbers are-
yeah, it's just for us.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
Mhm. And I noticed that nobody really wants to talk to me, so I don't bother.
And I apologize, I was on a train after I saw it, and I was like, I saw this
She's
morning.
my
and I-
friend, she don't wanna talk to me,
I'm so
she's
sorry.
way too busy for this. You know,
Very busy.
I'll be calling, she said, look, I'm way too busy for this, I have to get back to you on that one, so, Randall and Jean, they accommodate me, thank you guys.
Well,
Not that they like it, but they do it, and I thank you both. Cause the ladies are like, I got time for it. Okay, so,
send it yet?
uh-huh.
Paul, did you send to the city email?
I sent it to T Randall. Did you pull again? But.
I did, I think, all right, you sent it to the city one, hold on.
You want me to bring up one of Teresa's emails so you can see it?
What are we looking for?
Yeah, no, I'm just good, no, no, I have everybody else's, I just don't have hers.
Hers is Virginia, hers is under
No,
Virginia.
not me.
Not her,
Oh,
Susan.
Yours under Virginia?
Hers is under Virginia, not Jeannie.
I'll come, I gotta come.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Just forward that one to martinavservices@gmail.com. If you would.
Now, stamp of approval is when, what I did tonight, stamp the site
That's
plan.
just work. Oh,
You
listen,
see Foster?
yeah, so you are. What do you say? You show that everybody?
I'm looking for the trainings. Same dimension.
It's the fifth of February.
So I have Jeannie,
No, I'm not giving it to you for me, I'm giving it to you for her.
oh,
And I do my big font.
You wanted her email, so I'm showing you what all the emails are. You see what I'm
oh,
saying?
that's right, yeah.
So she's in there.
Yes, you're Susan, yeah, it's a very long email.
That's my last name.
Yeah, no, it's okay, but.
So is your name 2 words or 1?
It's 2 words.
But did you send that one to me, FY Navy Services?
I didn't catch your email address.
Okay.
If you'd like me to send it again, I will.
Please,
Could be.
Martin, you got this, I'm just in that one.
You're not gonna use it, though,
Yeah.
because it's done.
AV services.
Yeah, Martin, AV Services,
Oh,
at
Let me see
Gmail.
if I can pull up the.
I can't get into the.
that's usually what happens.
Cause I bring my glasses, so that's a
Okay,
gotcha. Long one.
I got
That's
two
but I think
there
that's-
tonight.
That's just.
No, I just have a city.
Thank you.
So the chat.
Got it? And I'm sending it
So,
to you.
what was the name, two names?
It's two names. I thought it was one.
Susan
Susan
Vernovich Foster.
Vernovich Foster.
There's a hyphen.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but
No,
Charles
I-
Foster. I had it all one name. He was telling me. It's
I
two.
saw
I
that.
said one.
Then
No, it's
Tina.
two.
Where are you on the Cassie on this?
How do you pronounce it?
Me, Jean,
Sasko.
and
Just
Teresa.
the way it's, just the way it's
Casa?
spelled.
Jenny.
Casa and then S.
That's the way it's spelled.
Casa.
It's possible.
Maybe you can show me later, Teresa's.
There's a city in Italy.
I'll send it to you again.
It's still.
Okay. So now everyone should have the application, and then we can look at it, and then if you want to add to it, make suggestions and.
Okay.
And the fees that I sent you, I don't know how you're gonna separate those, we'll put them up.
Well, maybe, do we have a Google Doc? We'll get one.
Okay.
That'll actually be the easiest way to.
Yeah,
And
and also
also-
share on the Google Doc.
Exactly.
I use that every day.
Yeah.
And also you could put something that they
And
can,
you can see who made the revisions. Yeah.
they can go and
They
do,
just-
yeah, to the code, where the code will tell them all about the plan.
Gotcha.
Then this way they don't have to go looking everywhere for information when it comes to the planning board until we get it computerized, right? Okay.
So is that it for our business?
There's one other correction I'm making on the planning board procedures, for 2024. What was that word? I used a word
I
here.
made some changes already on the form for you.
You did, okay, give it to
Yeah,
me.
there's some scale.
You don't have to use it?
Some scenarios there.
Oh, yeah, now, that word doesn't belong there. I don't even know what it is.
It's initially, if you wanted it.
Oh, that's what
I
it
changed-
meant?
I found it and I changed it.
Thank you.
I had
So I
that.
don't know if I should send it back to you or. how-
Yeah, send it back to me.
Okay.
When I send you something and you see an error, send it
As
back.
I did all the
I-
corrections while.
I do not have, I'm not, trust me, I'm not wired that way. I don't think.
I had to look at
It's
it.
more than that.
To do the line with
It's
what
initially,
You know, I read your
use-
documents multiple times, even when I think that,
I'll send it to you.
Right, Cause I got spell check on my stuff, I've got Grammarly,
That's right.
all that kind of stuff, and still, when I send it out.
Send over top of it with the correction,
Uh,
so she would see it.
Yeah, I saw some in red that was,
But I.
So that was something that Tracy just sent us
I could get
today.
it.
I
I
sent
can
it
do
to
it.
her.
but I found,
So is that the last issue that we have to resolve for the?
Yeah, is there any questions on what I said about procedures? Cause I'm gonna send these up to have them kind of posted on our board as to, letting people know where you go do this.
how many
where you go do
questions?
this.
I mean, on these applications, how many of the applications have errors that can just be caught right away and sent back?
Well, the.
Yes, this form that he
The
just
new,
said.
the new,
Yeah.
I guess we'll wait until we get one,
Okay.
when we get one from the applicant, we haven't had any new applicants. All the people that you're coming into this board,
To have, like,
I'm not just gonna
more
say it, but it
strict
didn't work.
about like the
But what-
actual filling out
what-
of this.
okay, so we can start
Fit it out.
very next
I went into the
applicant, cause
Word
all
document
the,
Yeah.
all the,
And I think
stuff
they'll
that we're
say, I'm not sure.
in now
So you made the
of the
changes.
past.
In the Word document.
Okay.
I went into the
So
Word
with a
document.
new application, we will start that with the very new
Table
applicant.
red.
Sounds good.
And then she can make the changes.
I
Do we
gotta
have
find
any
it.
DEC updates for,
Sewer,
yes,
there is something, I'll send it to you.
okay,
Ryan sent it to me, I thought I sent it to everyone, but I will send it, I'll look for it, it's an update for DEC, did you see that?
You what?
For the sewer,
Yes, the sewer extensions.
right.
Okay, so-
You have it, can you send it?
Oh, I'm not on.
okay, is it something that, is it something internal, or is it something that? we
It was,
send out
it was the email, it was the email
Application.
For us,
for us.
Just for us.
but not for the public?
I don't think so.
I don't know if it was.
Okay, I just look, yeah, because if there's a public update, I'll make sure that it gets on the site.
It might be in the DEC site,
Right, but then it should be on ours.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll look into that, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up and see if mine shows what the corrections were. Maybe some are.
But that's mine, I gotta redo it.
Jean, you said you had some copies of stuff?
I may have made the changes for you, I thought on the Word doc.
And
If you
send it
have,
back to me?
I'm looking right now to see if it maintained itself.
This is yours.
So can we close out?
I Okay, so does anyone have any questions?
Escrow. Oh, with this?
Oh, escrow. Okay, we gotta go to escrow with this.
We did the stamp of approval, filings,
Okay, so,
and I went on this escrow account.
okay, listen, the filings, I bought a box. See the box over there?
The cardboard box.
Okay, that's gonna be our filing for now until we get back to where we came from and, get a cabinet. Okay, so what we've been doing is and I'm not, they bring a copy for everybody. We only need one to go into that file.
Right.
That's it. Right? Not everybody's copy, it's not for our stuff. It's just for one official copy of what we've done.
There is a filing cabinet now in the office over here, but it's full.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have no place to put.
Okay.
Anything.
Did you say you made extra copies of
Yes.
some things?
It's
Okay.
for all the escrow.
Okay.
Yes, because it's upside down.
Is it? Oh, is it?
Yeah, when you sent it,
Oh,
that's
well,
okay.
Just do that circle, baby.
It won't do that if it's, if it's that way, mine
Yeah,
does.
mine did.
Mine won't, I just tried it.
So who's on the committee?
Oh, not me.
Dr. Young and, Susan.
But if you have an extra one, I'll take it.
Changes.
No?
This is for you.
Okay, I'm fine.
Oh, you could, I could send it. Wait, it's in the email.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no. You
I
did.
don't, you give it to her, cause I don't need, yeah, I got the email.
Yeah.
I don't like papers.
Yeah.
I know you don't.
No,
Get rid of them.
no, I learned to put things in files.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, good for you.
Yeah, it took me a while to learn.
How old are you?
There's two.
20? I'm a little older than that, so I'm probably learning.
Since you asked.
You're
No,
thinking,
20. So. Okay, so, Jean?
Yeah. No, that's what I have right now. Escrow account.
Did everyone get this? If you didn't get it, I'll give it to you.
Every,
The one you just.
yeah, that's it.
Oh, you got it? Give it to me now.
Depending on the magnitude of the project, an escrow account is set up. And we've gone from requesting $1,000 right on up to $10,000 from the applicant. And anytime we need, legal services or, consultant services, it's paid by that escrow account.
Right, we have to do a
It's
resolution,
big.
Calaruso and 535. Okay.
And right now, all the projects that we have, however, there's 22 of them. 2 of them are short. Calaruso, we approved the Hall Road application, you approved the Hall Road, we got here. They have a negative balance of $453.44. 549 Washington Street, the pocketbook factory is minus $23.50. So what we need to do is draft a resolution to replenish an amount that would cover those costs. And 549 Washington Street is still an ongoing project, so you might wanna
Is there any accounting, like, is there a program this could be put into with the city?
The city treasurer does all the.
So to send them when the,
Right,
you know, kind of like
Yeah,
when
we-
it's going low to replenish
right,
it?
well, we do that, we
Okay,
determine,
so there's no,
there's no set thing.
okay,
You know, we determine how much it is, and when bills come in, we send it to treasurer. And then we ask for a balance sheet, which this is,
okay.
and that tells us how much money's available in those accounts.
Okay,
And right now, Calaruso is short, and so is 549 Washington.
and so how do you decide how much to have it replenished?
Well, right now, it's a random amount. And that's the purpose of our subcommittee, to come up with a set chart, so to speak.
Right,
So right now, Calaruso, like I said, $453.44 short.
Is that for replenishment?
Or they owe us.
No, that's for services that will render,
Services that will render.
experts that gave information regarding their thing.
And we still don't know if more is gonna come out because they're not completed, they're coming back and forth for
Yeah.
permits and.
And with Calaruso's,
But they don't have anything currently before us.
well,
Other
they
than-
they have the
other
dock, but it's a separate project.
Right, right.
The whole road is still going on because they have to do a floodplain.
You're right, right.
And so, will we need to have a consultant? Will we need to have, legal advice? I'm sure we will,
Okay.
you know? So we can come up with a dollar amount or whatever you want for Calaruso's. And the same thing with 549 Washington Street. That's still ongoing. It's an ongoing project. What's that?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So how much you wanna, can I get a motion for a resolution to replenish the escrow for
Calaruso.
Calaruso? And what do you wanna do?
Or whatever, you know,
Well, what do you guess?
Yeah, what
Is
did
it for
you- yeah.
3 months, is it for a quarter or 6
no,
months?
it's just an ongoing thing.
Cause we
But
have,
I mean,
Calaruso has bills he has to pay bills for January,
Okay.
right? And you see a bill for just, the February, if, our February bills say they're January services. And we have a January bill that we're already short
right,
for February, so, we were trying to estimate what that would be.
yeah, it seems to make sense to have like a,
I don't have one for Calaruso.
Yeah, you guys might decide on escrow, you guys might decide to make it $1,000.
right,
I don't have any bills for Calaruso.
We talked about it on the phone. Here it is.
Yeah, I got it here. All
Oh,
right,
so that was the bill for
Yeah.
him. And I'm-
Calaruso, short, $453.44. Our legal advisor, $4,512. And Barton and Lagudas, who normally sits here, consultants, $445. So they need $5,410.91 total.
so,
Already.
so should you say 7?
7 to get them over the hump.
Yeah,
And then some to hold over in case,
cause that's not a lot extra, but it's something.
Yeah, okay.
because they still haven't got some of their permits and they may have to go back to our consultant for advisement or explanation or something. And that costs,
So why don't we ask for more than that?
how much do you need?
Instead of
Maybe like a
1,000?
set recurring
Okay.
hit.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
10,000?
Yeah.
All right,
I just want to make it
Why
necessarily
don't we-
onerous.
Yeah.
what's that?
We don't want to make it onerous, but we do want to make it, you know,
Yeah.
so that there's a flow of information, so we don't have to keep
And,
asking.
and how, like, do they pay in a certain amount of time, and if they don't pay, do they get charged interest?
No, they don't get the work done by us. We stop the application process.
Okay.
Then I think if we're creating the impasse, we probably should beef it up so that there's
Right.
Yeah,
constantly
so-
the ability.
Right now it's 5,400 plus.
So what do
So
you,
let's do,
I'd say 7,500.
okay,
That's
Let's
what I
make
say.
it
What do you
even.
guys say?
I would say, yeah, either between
8 or
8 to
10.
10 is
I would
fine.
say
I would say 10, but if they.
okay, guys, I got one thing, 10, who say 10?
I say 10.
Because there's more than enough. that
Okay, so it's gonna be 10.
Or whatever other issue.
Then we're gonna handle
That's a
it,
big
but in
part.
the same
Yes.
way.
Yeah. Okay, now, 540, so that, okay, so we have a resolution for Calaruso to replace his escrow for $10,000. Can I get
Well, hold
who's,
on, he's gonna, his bill is actually 5, and then you're saying the replenishment for anticipating those wood is 5.
yeah, so it'll be about 5 left in.
It'd be like a reserve of 4,600.
Right, right, and then get it all back.
Yeah.
Whatever's next.
So Bettina firsted, Dr. Bettina, you know.
Okay.
I mean, I wanna make sure we get that right. And, who seconded it? Okay, Virginia. Okay, now 540,
You gotta vote?
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so we move on that. Now 549 Washington Avenue, which is the
Street.
Washington Street, which is the popcorn factory. You guys were not here for that, but every application that's been approved is on the planning board page, okay? Go in there, download it, do whatever you want. Update yourself on it. So the pocketbook factory is also, owes us $23.50. Their stuff is almost approved, they don't have the CFO, but I don't know how this bill came about. It's something that they did, that they had to come back to either consultant or I'm like, well, we're not gonna pay for it though, even though it's $23. But,
But we don't need to ask them
Oh,
for extra, it
$23,
sounds like.
not $2,300.
$23.
$23.50.
It's probably just.
The ancillary, yeah.
So we should ask for what? $500? No. Yes. I mean, until they get their complete their project, they should, the money should be in escrow, because they may have to come back.
Right,
And if they come back and they
So what
speak
should
to
that
the
be,
attorney,
1,000?
or they speak to the
No,
consultant,
that's from that, but then since they're closed.
that's the
500?
charge.
500?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who first that, Jenny?
Yeah.
First.
Who second?
See, now she's laughing because you said that, Jean.
I would laugh at you, but you wouldn't tease me like that, you would correct me. Okay,
That's
who's
true.
second? Right, so who's second? Susan,
There's $500.
500. All in favor?
Okay.
Any opposed? Okay, so
No, keep going.
that's it. We have anything else?
Yes, 735 Columbia Street. They have a bill of $58.75, but their account balance is $7,962.19. So they have money in their escrow account
To cover it.
to cover that. So we're good with that.
Okay. Okay, so we don't have to do a resolution, right?
No,
Oh, good.
612 Hudson Avenue. They have a bill of $1,228. They have a balance of $6,573.76. So they're good.
Okay, they're good.
You stop cutting me off?
Oh, sorry.
601 Union Street. A bill of $1,297. They have $9,510 balance, so they're good.
Okay.
So our escrows have been about 10 grand.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Big projects.
yeah,
No,
the big projects,
yeah,
yeah.
just good to know.
Dean, as you're thinking, like, you wait for them to hit like 0 or just under 0 and then hit them up again for another bounce, what we're working.
I'm new to this.
Yeah, that's what we're
Okay,
working on,
got
but
it.
it's, you know,
Yeah, and that's what the subcommittee is gonna do, is
Gotcha.
come up with a procedure and policy, the amounts, and all that.
And I wanna thank you guys, cause I was doing all that. Thank you.
All right, I'm done with this one.
You done with your stress?
And you go contact the attorney, she can do the resolution.
Yes, and she should be on, but if not, we'll send it to her.
She's not on.
Another one.
Okay, can you,
Yes,
I mean, so with that being our business concluded,
anything else, is our business concluded tonight? Yes.
I'll make a motion that we close the planning board meeting.
and I will second that gladly.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Yay.
Any opposed?
Yay.
Good night, everyone.
Did you say nay?
Let's see what time it is.